there, buddies. Yeah, I know, I was absent for about 4 weeks, other than, a couple of videos, this week. And, to be honest, well, I needed the break. Yeah, I mean, I had thought, about, doing a look back at the, dumpster fire that was 2020. Like other YouTubers do, just before the nigh of the stroke of midnight, on New Year's Eve. But, considering it was so bad that they had made a Christmas ornament out of it, I figured it was best not to tempt fate. Yeah. 2021 had yet to gain its first breath, and I was not about to drown it with the sewage spill-off from the previous year. Yeah, we needed that glimmer of hope that with the new year came a new chance at life. And now it's 2021. And unfortunately, we find out it was not meant to be. Nope. The first week of 2021 decided to throw itself on us unwillingly, like a college frat boy on Roofie Tuesday. Yeah, yep. It's felt more like 2020 was a preview and 2021 is the main attraction. So screw fate. Considering how quickly things turned into crap, let's just dive into the muck head first and hope that when 2021 is dead, 2022 will be our year. So let's get to it. So obviously, we cannot do a retrospective of 2020 without giving out a shout out to her main star. Yeah, a plague so obliviously named that the memes just kind of wrote themselves. Yeah, hell, I mean, they even made a plushie out of them. Yeah, but still, that silly little name could leave you demonetized on YouTube and other social media faster than the sax intro to George Michael's Careless Whispers. Yeah. But, the backdrop to our 2020 was set. And, I mean, surely it couldn't get worse. Right? No, of course not. I mean, it was 2020. Why wouldn't it be? No, it came in waves. Yeah, I mean, the first wave, after all, was masks. Yeah, I mean, sure, sort of simple. Any huffer sniffer you could pick up from the pharmacy, beauty supply, or hardware store would do just fine. I mean, you could find them anywhere, or so we thought. I mean, it didn't take long for the masses to start running out of the sweet muffled mouth goodness that protected them from the world and certain doom. I mean, that's when the desperation started to set in, and the crazy started to begin. Yeah, before you knew it, people were desperate enough to fashion a mask using just about anything. I mean, even underwear. I mean, look at this dude. What the heck does he think that's going to protect anybody from? I mean, it wouldn't protect anybody from his own farts, let alone a virus. But, as the days trickled into weeks into months, and spring bled into summer, certain realities started to become very real. I mean, even alcoholics had to get creative. I mean, because, passing out in a bar means you have a social life. Yeah, passing out in your own bathroom means you have a problem. But, then again, when the masks must stay, the catfish will play. So sometimes you never knew if that brown-eyed girl looking at you from the other side of the room was up for a mustache ride, or hoping you were. Next came the Purell Wars. Yeah, I mean, after people started ordering their masks off of Wish, attention started to turn to yet another item in the home that was quickly running out fast. Yeah, Purell, Germex, I mean, even baby wipes. Yeah, if you sanitize with it, I mean, it was going fast. And suddenly that crazy germaphobe in your local Walgreens or CVS was looking like he might be your new daddy. Yeah, and now you found yourself having to consider possibly doing some tricks for a dime bag of, how should I say, hand smack. Yeah, but then again, some folks were too proud to do the clean and polish for some paper cut finder. Nope. Some people started to take matters into their own plague-ridden hands. Yeah, just like a bar, if you can't find it, you're gonna make it. Yeah, suddenly, mom's cooking sherry, dad's tequila, or maybe even granny's Everclear was every homebrew's road to salvation. And now you had a valid excuse for walking into your office smelling like a $5 margarita. But mankind could not live off of masks and Purell alone. Nope. We still all had to get out there and eat and get groceries. Yeah, suddenly your daily trip to the local supermarket, well, it felt more like something out of the Hunger Games. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Once you got out there and saw what was going on, well, you had to feel a little bit underdressed and underprepared. But you persisted because you had to pick up necessities. But the problem is, what constituted necessities for some was left to interpretation for others. Yeah, rest assured, after only about 15 minutes of trying to get even one roll of that 2-ply butt loofah, yeah, your priorities changed really quick, and then you left. Yeah, hoping that the next experience wasn't going to be worse. But of course, that would be too much to ask. No, you had to find toilet paper. And you couldn't even just like walk down to your local convenience store and pick up a overpriced 2-pack of that sandpaper textured 2-ply. No. That would be too simple. No, that's because every toe-headed, mouth-breathing simpleton, for some unfathomable reason, felt it necessary to hoard like a decade's worth of toilet paper. And before you knew it, eBay looked like this. And that made you feel like you were living in a moment from Quest for Fire. So now that we have our supplies, it is time for us to quarantine ourselves from society for a few weeks. And because we're not all middle-aged, socially awkward fat dudes living in our mother's basement, we still need to find entertainment. So enter Netflix. I mean, because why watch cable? It's just filled with nothing but reality shows. Yeah, no, Netflix has a wide variety of, Yep. Out of everything Netflix had to offer, the Ballad of King Joe was, king. Yeah, it literally felt like someone had documented the embodiment of 2020 before 2020 was even 2020. Yeah, no, all the world was tuned in to watch this cocaine-dusted, hillbilly-ridden, tiger-infested, Karen-hating train wreck on top of bareback Bubba Mountain. And, I'm sorry if you loved it, but I have to agree with this guy. Yeah, Joe Exotic is a thrift store version of, Steve Irwin, strung out on meth and tigers. But, let's face it, when someone epitomizes the year when they are the #1 Halloween costume. Yep, Joe was a man for the times. Unfortunately, just like a Tiger King, you keep a predator locked up for too long without proper nourishment, and they'll rip into the first thing they see without mercy. Yeah, once restrictions started to ease up and stores were allowed to open with restrictions, it became a prime killing field for a massacre. Yeah, release the Kraken! Yeah, these women were raised from a young age to be ruthless, schooled by their mentors, to demand to speak to their mentors, and then the mentors, until they finally reached the high holy Karen, or global oblivion. No matter where you went, no matter where you looked, there were Karens everywhere. And by God, you had better find her a manager, because she didn't drive 50 miles not to complain about the store's mask mandate. So, with the Karen infestation in full force, those of us who did not have the constitution to watch some poor manager be disemboweled by his own clipboard, had to turn back to the dark side. Online shopping. But not just any online shopping. No, money was tight at this point. So we had to go back to wishful thinking. Yeah, and just like so many sad, lonely souls who get back with their ex, yeah, we were not disappointed again. But I mean, let's face it. I mean, honestly, 2020 truly felt like a year purchased off a Wish. And, speaking of 2020 comparisons, the meme world did not disappoint. From camping trips, music, snacks, confectionaries, toys, and recreation. I mean, you couldn't even make lemonade out of a 2020 lemon. And, just when you thought you had had enough, because no one asked, 2020 be like, bam, murder hornet. Wait, no, that's Striper. Bam, murder hornets. Yeah, jacked up, homicidal wop wasps with roid rage. Yeah, the moment you started hearing about these anaphylactic horrors showing up on our shores from the Far East, the next thing we were expecting to see was Godzilla's scaly butt walking in off the Pacific coast by December. But, much like the killer bee, The murder hornet was not prepared for the social and environmental train wreck that is the United States. Holy crap, I almost forgot! Man, 2020 was blurred together so badly that it kind of felt like everything was happening all at once. Yeah, so I mean, we got so used to basically Lysoling everything that we couldn't Purell, you know? And, the makers of Purell and Lysol were getting used to being filthy rich. So, unfortunately for them, a level of damage control not seen since the Tidepocolypse of 2018 loomed off the horizon. Yeah, all it took was the indecent proposal from, someone. Yeah, I'm not naming names, but, yeah. So, to say the least, in less than 24 hours, the manufacturers of just about every disinfectant you could think of were basically trying to put out public statements at the speed that people were putting out memes. So, if a virus was the official star of 2020, the Tiger King was the official costume of 2020, and toilet paper was the must-have item of 2020, then the official word of 2020 was Jumanji. Yeah, and not the polished, good-looking, glistening Dwayne Johnson version. No, we get the unkept, brain-addled, pre-rehabbed Robin Williams mess. Yeah, and also nobody could find the dice. So, there's no denying the insanity that was 2020. But, did we ever really look deep into just how crazy it was? Let me give you a hint. Aliens! You heard me. Aliens. 2020 was such a non-stop shit show that the United States government actually confirmed UFOs were real. Did you know that? I didn't know that. And you know what makes that worse? Is because it makes this douchebag look like a genius. Aliens! Okay, so despite everything just said, 2020 did have, not many mind you, but it did have a few good moments. Celebrities and musicians put together a charity concert called Global Goal to help with the pandemic. Yeah. Cinematic heroes joined forces to recognize a real-life superhero in a little boy who was mauled by a dog in saving his sister. And a random dude drinking cranberry juice on his skateboard after his vehicle broke down going to work helped us put some things into perspective. Yeah. 1, things aren't always as bad as they seem, as long as we are willing to meet them. 2, millennials had no idea who Stevie Nicks was before this video. And 3, Stevie Nicks was still alive. But I think the very last memeable moment of 2020 was definitely how the year needed to close. Twisted Tea. The racist basher's weapon of choice. Yeah, I know violence isn't the way, but considering it was the end of 2020 and the dude was on a racist rant, I can't say that I don't understand the circumstances. And besides, it's not like he beat the hell out of him with it. He just cold-cocked the guy with a Colt 1. Of course, I couldn't end my little retrospective without giving a shout out to one of the greatest memes of 2020, considering how long it has survived. Yup, the cat never dies, and I doubt he ever will. Well, at least not for a couple more years at least. So, there you have it, guys. There was 2020 in a meme nutshell. And, here's to 2021, hopefully not sucking, because so far, the past couple of weeks have not been the best. But, honest, the year is what you make it. Yeah. It's just a number, guys. Yeah. The year is either good or bad based on your perspective. So, why don't you actually try to be kind to each other? Be compassionate. Be honest. And, but above all, stay safe. So, till next time, guys. Bye-bye, buddies.